Hi.
Hello. Hello. Hello and good afternoon. With us and people that can see, if us not said, it no go by you. Also, ever you day, this is at home with Etta. We day live now Atlantic Lumley Hotel, one of the best hotel there now Sierra Leone right now. If you dey think for cancer loan or you day salon, you want get your weekend and all now the place for check out. And so today at home with Etta, we get special guest Naya. Somebody we don't be voice for the voiceless. We don't day out there they advocate for good governance for we better one we will but do one as Sierra Leone. Idea for can talk about everything we in as a personal person and in whole organization they do. Not go any sign because we will come back just after the break. Okay, so we are back again. This is At Home with Etta, the show where the two spotlights on Sierra Leoneans, the way they do so much for change the narratives of how we see Sierra Leone and how we go build Sierra Leone together. And today, this afternoon, now the Atlantic London Beach Hotel, I get with me one wonderful young man where they do so much for put and change things in Sierra Leone. Good evening, sir. Your name, please tell me, viewers, and your name.
Okay, what's me now, Edmond Abu Junior?
Okay, Edmond, tell me about your organization. So let's talk about the organization of itself. We don't be in existence for the past 15 years or so. What thing una they do basically in terms of advocacy? Because we they say a whole lot of advocates then out there where they don't cause them just the stuff on social media and all that. What thing una they do as an organization? How una they go about una advocacy?
Yes, it is a um um. Firstly, I want to break this news and say we in a native consultant just know the case where we get against CCC over the people of Makikiba and Block District where for the past 3 years. So we think basically we do like economic justice. Activists are getting a lot of yeah. Some people they do gender, like some of now they do gender, they do pride child protection. Edmond no sabi do am, not to be area than they. But me background academically, economics and finance. So I they do we a native consultant we do economic justice. This is that thing we go for do your livelihood, your bread and butter, for do lifeline thing the normal way for do to you. Daily existence, standard of so basically now we do so when it comes to economic justice in West Africa, when I want to be leading think tank in West Africa because along the line we don't go make a lot of representation now West Africa, now East Africa, now Washington, now Europe, it also at least to me I feel privileged that we the non double as one of the leading economic justice. So like I said, what we do now bread and butter, thing we go for the economy. They could talk about fiscal issue, the bank, the central bank, the monetary policy, public debt, thing they go for do with standard of living. Then let's not more, let's wait that happen, let's make let's not fear no more, wait to make then mobile company. Then after they go to people then get and water as long as we keep moving on.
Okay, so let me talk about first and foremost this court case we una win. Waiting that case be there about and how una come in for help out the people and for let them get justice.
Thank you very much. Um, you see, this maybe this will be the first forum where they break this news now, because we're supposed to get press conference yesterday on but we'll cancel the press conference. So we get meeting with the Chief Justice. First, I want to thank the Chief Justice, Justice Babatunde Edwards. I want to use this medium for tell and thank you. I want to talk also thank Justice Musa. This case I will tell you there about nothing that we get for do one side in a put lock with the Kolbuya women there.
Okay.
People then go.
Talk louder,
Na
please. Me,
poor people,
viewers. Yeah.
na poor people na Buya women they na put lock on this street. So they may promise the people and say from the days of Africa, meaning I say they go build for the school and then they go pay for them rent. So they pay. So at the end of the day, the people don't get justice. So they come into sometimes in 2016. That na before Africa to Shandong. So but they feel intimidated, the people feel intimidated. So they come to we take them. In fact, this now one of the cases that will not get one of the worst intimidation ever. Become civil society and go on AYV, then go on media, they say they for arrest me. But you understand, of course, people in a me own small brother, and of course, I know the attachment when they get, so I can understand.
Okay.
But I look at the betrayal when they use people against a civil society, I don't sabi the people, I mean, as Southeastern. This now poor people, fight for them. Then the thing went bad, and get there was a judgment justice Kuroma be given in 2016 for letting them pay schools, the people
Now the
the
community.
community
Yeah.
win them first the first case, who said
Yeah.
them again for pay, then pay about 200 million or so. So the other one went and tell them for pay, now the for letting them be in the school. So also the case, forget about the 2017, for me to 2018, we said new government come. And then go work around at the court now. Then they say, well, then go get Justice Commander. So for the past 2 years, when Justice Commander in, out, in the part of the stay the orders. Recently, just this week, now don't get now from Justice Musa, we don't vacate all the others, then all is stayed away, justice, they delay them. So now make out for use this medium humbly for thank the Chief Justice that the people of, not to me, that the people and God, the people of Makikiba, they can't get the justice. They don't give them, say they forbid the school for 600 million. Then the cost for wait here wait to spend they say 550 million. But wait here wait we don't spend for the past 3 years per lawyer no more past 60 million.
Okay.
But the good thing is we it's the case of David and Goliath.
Mhm.
Okudo kill a pet. We na native consortium, we not get money.
Yeah.
We sometimes take say now out of
Because I really want to ask, say, how una they go about, that would have been my next question.
that now the 1 million
How
dollar
una they
question.
go
Let me
about,
bring
yes,
that.
for get lawyers, for una case them, and try for rally around and get justice for una case them una defend a court.
Exactly. That's a very good question, my sister. I want for also we use this medium also to thank people like Musa Pius Hemosis and one of the best players, human rights players. And of course, there was one the other younger brother we bring in, of course, I have to say, Mr. Henrietta between the college, we now Michael Charles. Honestly, it has not been easy. Some lawyers can really sell out. So it has not been easy. So sometimes we're thinking we have our consultants back home, America, get them Google people, Google consultants, get a whole team. They can tell you, they do your own consultants. Now they can use back. Then sometimes after the win the case, they will pay them. Like this one now, will pay the lawyer the 50 million and get them. The first one I get 80 million. So you can get a deal with them. When you win this case, now by how you win the case. If you win the case, then you get this.
Okay, so how
Sometimes
about
can deal
getting donors? You understand, getting donors, because this has to do with human rights violation and all
Yes.
that. You know, things say if when I reach out to donors, then we they donate towards human rights protection and all that, justice for human rights. You know, things say
Yeah,
that
we
they go
have
make.
few along the line, but it's not really enough. It's not really much because sometimes they could sometimes when we can challenge government. Look like this one taking that Congo. Now government to the challenge. And sometimes not to all get a knack for let it stand against in the way people like where they did not duty bearers, where they do. So if we stand against that, sometimes they can tell the donor and say this particular organization. So we don't suffer under APC, they will still suffer under this particular regime.
Okay, so let's talk about this case now, because there is a case in court where we land we don't follow now. It has to do with regulating we mobile telecoms and all that. We see say una take Orange, Africell, and Natcom go court. Is it right?
Yes.
How far would that case and why una take them go court?
Very simple. By the way, I want for establish we not hate no mobile company one for let them exist, one let them operate. For instance, we go happy for let us see Orange Africell, they sponsor Henrietta Bawa. We let this like where they do them,
Yeah.
program them. So we need them.
Yes.
Yeah. Let people not feel otherwise. And besides, we take this case 2017. Now the first case, but before that, if I let people understand, say ever since native consultant don't win about 19 cases, this one don't make 19. Before this one, they not give ruling it. But the judge don't tell us in the next 1 month. Me where they see so me na somebody where I good looking, but this here I break so now protest until I win this case before I call this year. So
Okay.
3 or 4 days until win this case.
Okay.
Family wetin really happen in 2017 in March. Now on this tariff, people they spend more on communication, transport and feeding, and
Yeah.
sometimes rent.
Yeah.
Then they go people
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
So this grumble as to whether the network ban, the services, da. So we're gonna be into money. February of 2017. And then the mobile company they all go advocate say they want for let them increase the tariff from 410 euros to 650 euros for 1 minute. So meaning when you call now, you top up no good. They invite me there. I mean, may God let God give Momo Conte a good vote. A very good man. I be the manga's own chairman there.
Yeah.
So we go there, we get a shorter deal. This is a simple contract family. As simple as 1+1. Increase your tariff on voice because you get two types of tariff. You get tariff on data, you get tariff on data now you use on social
Yes.
media. You get tariff on the way they call. So increase them from 410 to 650. They say they compare longer, this blah 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 blah. Now tell them say, well, not for just increase. Wait till una they do. So now they make arrangements, say they make a deal, simple deal. If we fail, we they revert back to the 410. So they give them 3 months. Contract is a contract. Like just
Yeah.
like the simple contract we
Yeah.
have at the Garden of Eden, where God tell Adam and Eve, say, not eat, are they going to all till not eat of this? It's a simple
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah.
When Adam and Eve break that contract today, what happened? There was a consequences. So at the end of the day, we hire, let you know more. We bring 2 people who pay the air ticket from France, they come. We spend up to $8,000. It's that 3 months. 2017 between March 1 to June 8. That established called KPI key performance indicator. They also do what we call public perception survey. We travel right around the 16 political districts. This case na case where we don't spend alone, you don't pass $30,000. At the end of the day, Henrietta family, then fail. So not go make like we not see. Now we say no, make like we not see. This is a simple contract. In fact, what we do ask people and say na cause they say if the network not bad, pass IBD.
Okay.
So we said we get with evidence. They to get experts then. Me not to telecoms experts. Me not put to back. We push with evidence. Then I also okay, yes, we don't fail. Then they tell them say well, we find them. So then they find Orange 750.
Other than tell them, say then define. Naxcom. Okay.
Say they find them.
They find Orange
Because
and
they fail.
Africell.
Yeah.
Okay, me online people then still they going to say no, they get you clear. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Natcom find the mobile company name $750,000 to
Okay.
Orange, $450,000 to Africell,
Okay.
$200,000 to sierraleone.
Okay.
Then they tell us that for giving free call. What we advocate for family, we want to give everybody like 200,000 top up. Let the person use them. So what they do then 2017 they say well, let them give you 72 hours free call. All salary, all subscribers.
Okay.
We get problem with that. Then they say well, then agree, then issue press release. We don't know if they pay that money was show you so. We don't know if they pay.
Okay.
But what it was clear was the free call, 72 hours, 3 days. Then they pull press release. Orange, Africell, sierraleone, then they pull press release. What did they give you? 6 hours. Starting 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock. That free call day, it not being too okay. People in grumble, but
Okay.
so, but as I be telling now, a contract is a contract, a deal is a deal. If you fail, go back to the 410. So they don't go back. So we drag them for the part of the telecoms. We drag them from the point of breach of breach of contract.
Okay.
You don't breach the contract. Then somebody will ask me, say, well, what about why you bring Natcom? We bring Natcom for what they call breach of statutory obligation. If you not feed me, I can go
Performance contract.
Yes.
And at then they in charge.
Yes. So
Okay.
because of when they go them papa then,
Yeah.
now social how you call them
Social welfare
family support.
support unit. Yeah.
So we go what to regard as now family support to go.
Okay, so let me talk about the money where they be supposed to pay. Where Africell, Sierraleone, Orange be supposed to pay. Them money that they where them be supposed to pay. Why una not follow up for see say those money were paid and at so whose account or other than before paid to?
I wish Henrietta can do that for me now.
Okay.
We don't know. That's why we are in court. But not to really have money, they're not saying that.
Yeah, no, I'm
The
just
issue, no, it's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Yes, sierraleone in a
Yeah.
subscriber.
Yeah.
He ask Natcom, they may pay
Yeah.
or not.
Okay.
This current Natcom, not to them do. So, but he asked them again. So now the issue is they fail. So we'll take them to court for them 2 reasons a day. For let them go back, and then we'll bring one for like we don't find out that Natcom is no longer needed like be like a remedy. Natcom don't collect decision. So we want to let the courts hand down a punitive damage on them, we will make them not do again.
Okay.
And what you don't know, sometimes I can also saw you also from what you don't they happen over time. When not what people they say, when not come hand down like any final on them, now we they pull up.
Okay.
Now like when you get nanny, they take care of the picking. Anytime you beat the nanny, anytime you punish the man punish the picking. So now they know happen. So now they could bring the countryside. That's not the first case. The second case we taken last year, over 590. Like myself now, I read law at University of London. I get very vast background on legal issues.
Okay.
Here is a case. Now, the Telecommunication Act number 9 of 2006 as amended. It give them all the what thing I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
They don't get right from what the law say. They're supposed to be selling or not sell beyond 650 euros for 1 minute.
Okay.
That's what the law say. You understand?
Yes.
So, the law say 650 euros for 1 minute. That's silly. But what did Natcom do last year in the height of the corona? And they will put every institution floor tariff meaning they say no telecom will sell below 590 euros for 1 minute for voice tariff. Voice, what you call.
Yeah.
So, and then we be getting a mobile company in this country where they give people 200 million for 1 minute.
So yeah, yeah.
Then, so, I mean, so they force them or let them put up to 590. We ask them, say, we demand it. When I ask them any mandate, we want to see that we find another action. Now, this time around, against NATCOM alone, because we know both section 54 and 52.
So meaning that two cases in total.
Cases, yes. The first one against NATCOM, Orange, Africell, Sheraton.
Yes.
This one last year now against how you call them?
NATCOM.
Yes. Only.
Only. Okay, so how far that is, because this is very, very serious. Every now and again, you don't even know now. Some of we don't tired for even check. We they provide the other thing, and this way we they pay for. We they pay for support. Sometimes you buy data, and I they will tell you say this data will you buy for this will last for a month or a week. You understand? You they pay for it, and at the end of the day, you know they get time for let it last for even 2 days or one day. Say. Then the call, like how you say, yes, you they pay, you buy, you credit. At the end of the day, even the call, by the time you say hello, it don't cut to go for how far about that as well.
Yes, done it all day inside the case. I'm not for going to the merit of the case, but inside the case. Because this case get for sanitize the entire telecoms. In fact, just last 2 weeks ago, based on international laws when they can go and tell me because suppose, but we are very much convinced that this is really the case. Suppose we don't get the kind of judgment now, we'll go ECOWAS court. But I hope so we will reach that. Because the judge don't tell me say in the next 1 month, it they hand down the case. So I don't say no tell the next 1 month is me and it's about see so then not too long we will see now. But basically this particular thing, not too we ready because like for instance, give you one instance now. We never handle a case with Orange. The Orange money agent they don't strike. They're the one going to strike. Now we can inside that they follow the don't strike. Monday they get me with Orange. They say they don't cut 5% of the information. When they say very, very serious. So what I want also let people waiting, let people they learn like let program on a catalog on a complaint. We get to the office now constitution we move away from off. Recently, we're going to put go see inside the sell 2,000 units of approval the sell with all over. They sell at 2,500 to then Solima, the Riverline area. Why? Pastor will go for goodie and tell it not come say no. Now that it's a scratch card and they sell because they say because of. So there's so much of issues with the around. But I think say so far a lot of patients don't trust the system and then we're not trust the system. Let me see how the thing will go. I'm not saying I go for the work with you now, but they get complaint. Anytime you get complaint, then they push them. Then I think say I will also go for voucher. Maybe with time I also link you with NATCOM and some of these things because sometimes they can listen.
By the way, we just want clear. We reach out to the PRO of NATCOM because we not be one-sided. We be want to forget them inside because when it comes to regulating mobile companies and this country and all that, not them. And so we reach out, delay till Friday, you understand, and not even get back to you. So that's why we will not get a NATCOM rep right now. Yeah, but we'll reach out to them anyway. Yeah. So just for clarity.
Oh yes, of course. And I feel privileged anyway for your platform, and I feel home for that. But basically, that family will just know no more. This country, guys, I'm very much convinced. You know, we get a lot of labo merchants. Talk on social media without doing anything. I mean, I can tell you, I become the activist. When people they say me are one of the few who don't take issues very strong from the days of Bakaba to the days of former President Nkrumah to today. Because we do it dispassionately, because now say if you succeed now we all.
Yeah.
And yet I can give one instance when in 2000 civil society marched against police and court. We made supreme sacrifice for this country and for Pekin and for everybody. For stop police and court because they get them they come back. We tell people and say because what is not the honest with the peace accord? And we see the game and the one repeat January 6th. We stood. So sometimes you were out there, not for just the talk, and you could not proven because of political bias. Because some people in the now when they own government for now democracy, so people in the when they because for now anything government do not say anything good or they don't say anything good.
Okay, so
things are happening good, you understand? But I think say we get for hold we duty there and then something and we go to do an responsible. Not of course, not of people and this because of I'm not like you so I don't like you. But yes. So I think so that way in this salon they go, like I say, I'm too convinced, I'm persuaded that this country will rise. And we did na the trajectory side, we all get for come together and then put salon first.
Okay, so let me continue with the case at court. Somebody will say you're doing that just because probably you want to make money out of the service provider there. You are doing now for your own selfish interest. If they call you around the corner and give you money, you will get away with the case and all that. What do you talk about?
Well, I think so far, you see, you see this now called the case of Okudo Kilepet.
Yeah.
Okudo Kilepet. You know, this is a big jam. They have all the money in the world. When I was America 2019, somebody called me. Hey, we beg this, that, that. In fact, if anybody for beg me, the late from the continent will be the best person because he's my friend. You understand?
Yeah.
But one thing we always tell is, Edmond, you are on the right path. We not say this thing will do it wrong, but I think say commendable. So me, I not get man. But I think say so far, my track record for the past 25 years, it is not the public. If I want for drink, if I want, I think say I get some job to fall back on. But I think say the mobile companies the need for do the need. They need for look at the plight of the Sierraleoneans. So coming back to the case, this case now one way we are too convinced that most of the issues that people dey complain. Because take for instance, if the court will win the case, we go back to 14. It's not about Edmond. Now public interest case, I mean they call them class, we call them class action. Now for the 7 million Sierraleoneans, for you when they think say, oh, now for Edmond, not for Edmond. I think say Edmond get money for buy chocolate. Now for the 7 million, because the 7 million Sierraleoneans no go carry court. So now make we got 300 litigants, 300 Sierraleoneans then file this action, no everyone against the mobile company. So when you win, now all man, including yourself, all man the benefit, including presidentbio, including the very nice people, all the benefit from this case.
Okay, so let me talk about the social corporate responsibility of all the telecommunication. We dey see say in Sierra Leone, for instance, you go along the street, you dey see it's either orange the advert with people that wey not to Sierra Leoneans there. You understand? On billboards, we don't understand. Instead of doing the social corporate responsibility and all that, we know they see that they do more of the social corporate responsibility. They down to we own Sierra when government own. We know they see say that they do let's say 5%. I think I'll give for Africell.
You mean the branding, the face is already
yes, as a social corporate responsibility. Yeah. How about that? I don't know if you want to look into that.
We did look into that also, but I think it's a little bit strange. Maybe something you put in the right context, or maybe if I understand you well, like you did say Orange use.
You have all these telecommunications that we this review, where probably that they do like I don't know if the sign say that for this social corporate responsibility. Where of course it should be, yeah. So but with the see say some they do 5%, where some na 1%, where some not they do. Like Sierratel not me not see the social corporate responsibility where we own Sierratel self they do nothing. You understand? So I want to talk about that.
Yes, I think it's a legitimate concern. When you read something new too, say like
most of the times the billboards around with the adverts you get to see foreign people.
I think we need at least until I will take on with them.
Yeah.
You understand? Because they're meeting them on Monday back. But I think say the other African countries are not used because I don't see all in other countries there. Just the way you see. Now the celebrities there.
Local content.
Local content. So if you do that, I think that is very, very well. You understand? Then with regards the corporate social responsibility, so far maybe I can do it the devils. I'm not saying they do well, but I'm not saying they do much. But I think they try well. Like
Africell, I say I give it to Africell. Yeah, myself and a whole lot of people the way Africell they really try to change the lives of young people.
Yeah.
But not only like what you talk Orange in a way, I would say like 1.5 percent out of 100. You understand? You give, say, as we said, 40 or 50% of the social corporate responsibility. We owe Saratel zero when it comes to yeah, social corporate responsibility and all that. So we go on so that you really take we go on here you say you take upon that so that
Yeah.
local because local content if they talk about local content, yet we see with space being occupied by foreigners. We see billboards on the streets of Freetown where Orange they promote, but you see foreigners and they. You understand? You know they even identify who that and they and the billboard. That's something.
No, obviously, like I say, this is a very, in fact, it's very, very wrong. I mean, now so it can happen. Me say, I think it's because I can look at some of the faces. I think it's Sierra Leone. Honestly, and today, you know, got today, so because honestly, if we get face now, people like on our faces, you know, like when you put somebody, when they watch them, when they celebrate it, so we can happy because we know something like Sierra Leone thing. Because if you go to Ghana, you see, as you enter the airport, so they see that so then actors, musicians, you know. So I mean, if that didn't happen, maybe of course I'm not knowledge about Saratel. Saratel will pray that because Saratel them life support now. We pray that God because I done again and then we so when they start charity will start to love start to you. Well sometimes some of them will say, well this is a foreign company. No matter how you look at that. I went to Uganda last year. I've sent in Uganda. And after saying that the celebrity there, na the country, now seen at the billboard. So therefore, I mean, all the same thing back now.
Okay, so let me talk about one other important thing: the service they need and they provide. Most times with the megabytes, the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi, people the Wi-Fi, the small one we work with, people they pay for that, they subscribe for that, and at the end of the day, you know they get the service where you get. But when time can at the end of the month, there's still I mean the money they don't when you don't get the service. How I don't know if I include that in the case when I present that or
Yes, we
that
include
on the
that.
part.
Firstly, one of the things that will be get issue with, apart from this case, and this of the 4G. Like I tell you, in this, there is a guy, Jackie who brings from France. And he can't tell everybody, he can tell you, listen to telecommunication person. And he can tell everybody 4G, the 5G, and that you know, full of this and thing they will don't take up. We don't even write Apple Cell, we don't write Orange. She, on a 4G, then even when you stream live, you find out say inability. So then it's another issue down the back where we the advocate. I know one for bring but we bring something very strong on that. Because at one time we question it for G, we don't question Apicel and for G and Orange, especially Apicel. You understand? Because when you talk about 4G or when you talk about then GG there, it therefore look at the speed. Therefore you want to download 1 gig movie. At one split seconds you go for download them. But if I not say it's still slow like we do, not also 4G time or not also or 4.5G. So all 90 days now, till we want for let them come, let them explain to people them. That they not to say over for hand of na country or for say, but let them just explain to people them because why for the stream life, this na two judge this wetin dey talk wetin bring to me so this you know two judges Sarah and Jordan and then make that complaint to me. They say we dey stream live where they go because you know to all time they go online. But they say any day. So we get for but again, let me can tell number. I make can tell family sense. Look at what they happen. Almost with the five one gig. Put they buy 1 gig before the Q cell come. Now 65,000. When Q cell come, that will make 9 people. Because they tell people they say this thing bad. If because we take the case before Q cell come, 2017. So now but we be tell people now Q cell can make people then believe. But till we be tell people and say these two companies they cheat on this data. Now make you for allow fair competition. Now make we the second case of 5. One is not only exploitative but it anti-competitive because now if you say 510, now that's the minimum. What if one mobile company say MTN can ready for can give me free data first? And this is not sure the way Africell and Orange they count. In fact, Africell and Comium now the free economy they penetrate the market. So if you don't begin put 590 for 1 minute, you don't block the competition. In fact, you don't even scan any company they can make one like make sue not company and put that 590.
Okay, so
So coming back with your list, coming back again with the um 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 the
4G.
the 4G. Um, it also you need to blame the mobile company no more. You also need to blame you SACAP because the SACAP, you know say Petfed within a SACAP.
Yeah.
I know we know.
Yeah.
Based on that you get now like we get 80 rooms, like we get hotel like this, you get 80 rooms. Only almost the orange, now only 10 rooms. You still get 70 rooms. So the fiber. So now make when they even text it, let all the mobile companies let them move to fiber optic. Now they need that same satellite connectivity. When they move to fiber, what did they happen? You find out say if me open a zimi, or that me until in a sanama bonito, they don't need for put them pole. Because for put any one pole, they cost $120,000. Don't even cover. Then you go for service and pay and all. Then when the mobile company, they go to the call co-locate. If Orange can as on abadi, they put them pole. If QCell or Afocell one come, they don't need for put the infrastructure again. They don't go hang them tino around Dandy. So what don't happen over time now? Like new village in the villages. When Afocell they go, what Orange where Afocell they go, then put them for the same pole. What did they happen? What did they get that year? Now abadi, always na go, always na kono. They go do, they go give free call them. Then they call them home zoning in telecoms. Home zoning meaning they call this approval about the make all free call. So if we don't come in our organs, they don't come put me phone. You meet at the charge the people then. The way you come, you give them what did you get for happen? They told you.
Yeah, you see that.
So now that unhealthy competition in India among them. So all that we don't catalog them, we hope say all this goes so, but I think it's not legitimate concern anyway.
Okay, there's another thing. I think places like Guinea and Liberia, we solve labor there. We labor there, right here. If you dey call, let's say, from Orange to other network, you dey pay the same. You understand?
Flat.
Flat rate. Like when you dey call from Orange to Orange. If you dey call Orange to, let's say, Orange to
Cross call.
Africell, cross call, you dey pay flat rate like when you dey do the direct call and all. But in Sierra Leone, why where you dey call direct call is different from cross call.
Now make this litigation there.
Okay.
Because take for instance, QCell to other network. Like just give one instance,
Yeah.
na 590. QCell to QCell na 590. Now na the only company where they charge you.
Yeah.
Whilst where they charge now, more or more they have sell online na 650.
Yeah.
So now that tariff they na in the heart the heart of this litigation. Now that they give me So if we get the justice we want for the people of Sierra Leone, then it means one, you therefore allow the company just like what I tell you about that data when they sell 60. But when now a force appraisal for them count, what they call
Yeah.
10,000.
Yes.
Let me say they enjoy.
Yeah.
Then Orange they sell cow they yo, I think they sell 9,000 back.
Yeah.
But guess what? If you know they get competition, where you sell cow they own 18,000 for 1 gigabyte. If you ever know say I sell for him for sell for 1 gigabyte at 10,000. And wetin dem do for if they dey suppose for one, they just want app, na be just copy only, but they no get mind change again because they lost customer there. So now if not come go give that kind free atmosphere for competition. Because when the competition dey, na they make me to dey enjoy. Because all man go out for count the best of the best. Then everybody is supposed to go out for count like this band like encourage the customer. So if NATCOM is being seen, they need do that. Then native consortium there for litigate for make sure say they do the need.
Okay, so how far the case they go right now?
Well, I can tell you say no more in the next 1 month we get verdict. We dey move, I know they go, but we go to something like called summary judgment soon. We dey submit to case, they say they submit and defense, then we don't file and defense. Now Orange na the same lawyers, Afrisel na the same lawyers, NATCOM don't change lawyers from first na become more, later they go to how you call them, Jenkins Johnson, now na Toma Jami, Jajini, and so they say they for give them time. So the judge, Justice Fisher, they give them time, but then they file any motion. So now they will be, but I think say by and large, like I said, I'm too convinced that this particular case will sanitize, it will fully well.
Okay, so let me talk about the court sentencing. Is it okay for less Sierra Leoneans and we concerned citizens and for come in the
We
yeah,
invite you
be
this we invite you
well,
this
invite the people so
well, of course, people like can go.
Yes.
Just that no more. I think at one of the sittings where they go greenly, and because one of the lawyers will not be appear, so someone discouraged. Oh, the lawyer talks. The judge said if the lawyer not appear, they strike the case out of court. So we get that issue there. You know, when they pay lawyer, then I kind of they can tell you. We not get that kind of money. So sometimes it's difficult. They try. So basically, but people need to go. People need to go. We got that cases them really within our court. Like last year, we did take King's Production, where he said they get for 90 sierraleone, 70 sierraleone, and whatever pay them benefits. He said they before just December. You know, what you all this day for? Because we don't want the people that resort to violence.
Okay.
Take the right course. And me, honestly, and I say, I'm very much, I make a break the news for the introduction. That case when they say they for arrest Edmond and for do this, people and someone say they deport me from Canada. Talk blackmail me all over the place. At the end of the day, no, don't win the case now. Let's have a proper people. So violence is not the way. Then King's Production, if someone say they go bomb the party, I say no go bomb the party.
So another King's Production.
And they want to do the make that mega cola.
Okay.
They go for pay them overtime. They say they go pay them overtime. That's when I will litigate back on behalf of them. And then with 5%. The salary increment where they will be there. He said it before just December. So if we not be there in between, it will become bad. With your litigant Henrietta, this is what I tell you about the oral money agents then. He said maybe because me I don't know for you, but some of you they use oral money a lot. Why make for transfer money?
Yes.
If they go one day, then one day they go on strike. They come at my office about 300, storm my office 300. I take part of them, we go up the oral money to the CODB. We go talk. Now we'll get another meeting. They want to go on strike. Now we go to say no, don't go on strike. Now see, now we'll get win-win situation. Because all self present like this. And this is what we've been doing.
Okay, so let me talk about that because that's when you transfer money or receive money, why do we as a customer, not an agent, get for pay, then they cut you money, I think 5
if you say 1 million, all I'm gonna be cut
30,000. So why do they cut that charge?
Of course, Henrietta. Of course. That is, you know, the new trend now they come now, the new what is in vogue now, what you call digital money. I remember 2019 when he said Bank Governor of Finance, we didn't watch IMF, the Bank Governor of Kenya, in fact Kenya they lead for what you call digital money or what they call mobile money. Now that they did not to I don't need to tell any like what I come out to tell get one pass 100,000. I will send an oral money. So that is where the world is going now, not to just banknotes. So it clear, say therefore you for pay. But now here is the catch. For that 30,000, when they said for when they go to call cash in, cash out. Now, if I send if any get about so then this Friday to tell you can prove me say one for give me 500,000 now. Guess what did happen? If I go to that agent, they call and cash out. When the money cash out, he's supposed to get the Bellamy and Sons, Z, they call on the aggregator, and then they send the money from the mobile company to them, and from them now to the agent, who they go give it. Now, then they get 10%, the agent they get something like 35% for the charges. You understand? So now, what is Orange in the because African very attractive. But African young back if possible say something now because they not get the market, maybe they say they become attractive. So when see they say get customer, they say they change. But African young fine. So Orange 95% of that cost. And market for that 40% back, they also pull what they call withholding tax. Withholding tax. When they complain at that, they say, well, they need to give them umbrella. So it was and mark you, they get that. Now 9,000 sierraleone and the thing in this country. 9,000 across the country. So look, they're not a small number. Yeah. Very huge. Yes. And if they halt their operation, it affects plenty.
We all. Okay, so another thing we can to mind now the fact say when they use their money they have to the money transfer you all want for the online the transfer money and all. You know things say money laundry will go into that when I not go look into that to see how much money somebody supposed to transfer or waiting at the limit and all that before people start to launder money inside that there. So
no, I mean with my small economic background, I don't think say money laundering they take place here. I think you only two when they get 3 million limits, then they get 50 million limits. So they can open your current money, say okay, Ake will receive up to 50 million. There's a time for the day they get limits. I mean, this is how it happens now in another country. You understand? So then they getting because again when we get to the dividends here, we're going to look at the other side.
Yeah.
People look at which justice say well, market and a businessman then. See, so we get to look at so money laundering to answer to your question really money laundering they happen yonder. But the danger, if I want if any letter I see what they tell you see I still exist of any letter so that it miss me number. When you go to other person, for let you reverse them. Now they the problem there now. You send that to other person. As they dead they should. And one of the things where this case they for they go to call unregistered sin in letter. Yes. Unregistered sin, this now side and later go just go and go buy one sim to tell you one call somebody or one do bad. They don't even taste that sim.
I mean, other question that they will ask you. Okay, so before you continue, let's just go there right away. Okay, from this money side.
Because I nigga will lead to that your last question, that money laundering course.
This money side, you get a whole lot of people are falling victim.
Oh really?
That, several times and all that. The one particular one where we nearly want to kill me because my mama need money desperately. I had only 1 million yesterday and I decided for send her. The wrong number send her to. By the time I called the person for beg and say, dear, I'm your sick, you need this money, I beg for God. The person don't want to. So by the time they call Orange and say, no, enough of you don't call the person. Now they have to be don't come first before they call the person. So how una they make? Is there a way una will try for negotiate with them for regulate standing for see if we go able for get standing? Then second, the other question and the fact that people they use sin for cost people then or do bad and all that. But when you go to this internet providers, the service providers, and that are the African, the Orange, the mobile company, then basically, when you go to them for trace that person, then they tell you say no, first you go pay a police report. And in most cases, when even you go with a police report, you understand, or police clearance, or let them give the address of which sample of the person, no, not get how far they can. That's something we una dey look.
There is a case. Now waiting happen, waiting can happen. There is what they call box fraud. I mean just to reiterate, but go back to that question that you brought. Box fraud, this is the outside you use illegal gateway. Now you get mobile company to tell not company to okay, you have 5 million subscribers. Register. But you get some other one that we register. Now waiting that they happen now, people they just go on street and go buy anything. Not to any other about wine. So if anything happens, but now the danger here is also the fraud they take place really. The illegal gateway. You know, I don't know if you don't ever see somebody calling from America and Salome.
Yes.
Because that's not the illegal gateway. So when you get too many SIM unregistered SIM in circulation, one, the government not coming for collect tax on them. That the mobile company the money they go. Then they're able to do money fraud along the line. Cybercrime. So now we don't push for the legislation on cybercrimes be. But then they say, you know, now make you say when they say, I don't know if people don't realize what can register is sim or can register is sim. Now waiting on the app, you know the beauty and then not come the far, not come the end. In fact, you know what we call the far before the ahead of that. What did they do now? One grey man, one grey agent, Edmond, and they register 10 sim they are selling. Oh, you already registered. Now my name did it. I can sell it to them, I sell it to them, I can sell it to them. Not to any, so you can do it, they never going to negotiate you. The fact of the matter is register. So, we forget law say, one person will go for register more than 2 seats. So, now younger, now they not, and I make them advocacy are necessary. Would they always they put them up to speed, see, this and this. So sometimes, not to say sometimes, well, maybe people that say the mobile company, no, I don't have evidence for that. But the way the thing happened, people like say they said no. I remember when this new government came, then trace about 10,000 unregistered SIM now from the county, and that's what we buy to. About 80% of the SIM they have to sell them, they're more unregistered SIM in circulation. So the NAT country will go for the act NAT from, we know to NAT from. me na consumer like you. Waiting una dey do for mitigate against them on register SIM there so in circulation for prevent cybercrime and the very money laundering. So na the only thing that we need to do. Monitor almost if Edmond Abu, they go for register, if I register more than one SIM on the same network, na crime. Therefore criminalize them. Or else we no go to protect cybercrime.
Okay, so let me talk about the light. That's another thing we want to do the other day, but just let me run more una see any reason for take up on this EDSA, for take up EDSA this and all that. Because when they pay for services then we are not offer. How far with the EDSA? You go, you buy data, top up, wait for last year like a week or a month, but you use that where you put on, so they lights that they can take the next 2 weeks. And by the time the lights they can, the credit not they separately. Una see like something we are going to talk about or take care of.
In fact, today we get a program one now for let out now. But I think the concern entity they only suffer from that. One, the billing system is not consistent. The way they charges on transaction is not consistent. Two, high voltage, low voltage, they damage people, they only lead to deaths, less loss of life, plenty. So we think that the Ministry of Energy needs for opening again. Then there's also huge endemic corruption right inside the very itself. You said enough you observe say they don't sack, they put some people and all because the billing system they built up. Even this new meter what they give back, it is so bomb this new meter there. So past some time people that go carry calibrator and all. So basically these are some of the issues then wait I talk to this time every other sierraleone we talk about. But I tell you the other big thing, the other big elephants in the room way sometimes away from this. One of the issue of rent. Yes. I talked on the other day over 19th and other the way people in the charge rents now. On International Women's Day, we not supposed to really celebrate International Women's Day. But I call the Minister of Lands. I say, we every year in year out, hey, International Women's Day, that when the people they make our holiday. But yet still now we know them, we get lost in where they see, we get some women not for own this property, not for land, not for it. I'm trying to realize something and not really rent woman. Why you not for rent woman? Then the minister say, he said, Edmond, he said that the act and the permit tonight, he said that the bill that the permit now, follow it from. I said, Mr. Minister, you know when you underestimate woman get right for it, own property, that they give up for buy this whole beach never. Because no, they celebrate Women's Day no more here.
No, not yet.
You don't get nothing for celebrate. What do we really get for celebrate for woman or man they need to man? So basically, then again, the nature of the rent, then the minister tell me because the whole law the way they restrict tenant landlord there. You know this wickedness within a salon not to big people anymore. The wickedness they are more really for to buy them past the big one. You know see when they be in the customer they get asked for 3 years. But size are in this nonsensical nonsense. Now you don't even understand. So we need to forget a law where they restrain people and say, you landlord, me say what they talk now, listen now again house. But you know the expression, what person that don't below for it's like 2 years for no, it doesn't go like that. So when they push the pattern I want to say when they very close to the heart now, for like to get what you call restraining laws the way they tell you almost you for charge. And you know, forever ask if the tenant not for pay for 3 years, fine, no problem, fine and good. But you know what say, I don't know if you
I understand because you get places in the library. In library you pay by month.
By month.
Then you pay by month.
America is like a week.
Yeah.
In a week. So waiting overseas countries, so why you for ask for 2 years rent? So we think say that I don't want to this is one of the things that one colleague we talk about. Say it won't and any sierraleone landlord they ask for now the shame on you. You know patriotic and we think say that is very, very bad. So then also you can also look at it next also this issue of this landlord, lab, city rates. You know, all the things so I think they will think say, let me put it in the table and take care also. The government will look at them. At first the current minister will get the new lands minister because we already in land no when we back. So these are some of the things that we very, very important. What you eat. What the transportation will be paid from year to year. then that telecommunication, it devotes money past any other thing rent. In fact, when you don't get that reset, now you make you start and you tell in life. If you don't have to pay rent, at least you will buy food, you will make, then you will food. Because I don't come without research don't come to see people they spend more on communication. I want to check how much they spend, they check how much they spend by education.
I know, I said that.
You find out say yes. So if you never forget and write yonder, then the hardship goes still there. And these are the indicators of wisdom of because people they talk about poverty and underdevelopment. Clearly, they don't get the main thing that the drivers they really make the country remain poor and underdeveloped. We need the church. We dey talk about big things. We dey compare we say law begin come up for this price control, law better. Mobile company, you wey dey teach people wey dey teach people and support, you dey give it a service, law get money correct. You landlord wey dey make this law get that. You know when you get this correct, then I think say the standard of living.
Okay, Edmond, it's so nice to talk to you. I know why let we go and all that for continue these issues and all. But lastly, the last question why I really want to talk about. Let me talk about price control that's everything. Whether not fuel, whether not rest or anything. When I don't see for take up on this price control for see how they will regulate price control in this country because at one part problem that with a huge major problem we will face. We did talk to the director of foreign trade on the show last we did talk about what's a key and all that. Is that something where when I see say when I would take in the near future?
Well, in fact, when you talk about Monaco, people in say overseas, when you talk, as you said, Monaco, the deal with Canada, might fear. Edmond fear. Because in economics, when you fear like political community, like composite demand, it affects every dollar able to in the market, where they move all in the economy. So, this is number one thing that will be the challenge. You understand? We take them from the days of Pakaba, take them from the days of former President Goma, take them to date. So fear, because you need to produce fear. Fear as they move up, so you see the price of more. As they move, what they are for the price of transport will go up. So if I look for move with this Jagato and Coco, or Bamboo and they add by the price. So these are some of the things. So you know, so if issue of price control, naturally, the truth is we will get another event it. The current trend for moment Dr. Kadisi, we supposed to get price monitors. You just see one in it, this and you become to what we see. In the money just crack no one even is man. It just add by price for nothing. Why? You don't get no reason. It's just because they want to make profit. And as they go on, look like sometime last year we take on the issue of bread. We don't go advocate that the finance and for the full tariff on wheat, flour. We just see don't want money. Flour people is the price. And we ace the price of the flour, it will tell on the size and the price of bread. Then the bread and butter. We had to go pillar to pole meetings of them. But we don't really need that. Who go on the finance act now? We go out the trade. They say, well, we don't pull taxes on it. We don't even get it. So why would I say up now? The man will not get easy. The lives of the people that import and the oil. Okay. So that one day, and then one day nobody forget that the issue of not the price. You were interested for them to say the tax on rice importation and seal. You need tax.
Okay.
So you need for begin grow what you eat and eat what you grow. You consume what you produce and produce what you consume. And I make worries for people. I don't know if you're not a farmer. I don't know if you're not a farmer. So you become full self-sufficient.
And Edward, we didn't forget to hear back on the show, but then we talk about pro-life on LinkedIn. But what's going to be your last word to Sierraleoneans and all that?
I think say low land for trust God. This issue of doom gloom is not necessary. We get too much of labo matches in our social media. So everyone are expert in all things. Hey, Salone go better. Hey, this country sick. Hey, whose country is sick? Not to the country sick. Now we sick. Because if you did every other day, we sit down, now we just talk bad for Salone. New country, so tell someone they oversee. They don't eat, because the issue is if Salone poor, now we all love poor. Now we cannot forever let to look and poor. So the last one now that no land will trust God. And yet there is a huge distrust and gulf between the leaders, the political leaders. Most of them don't fail the people. So I can understand the issue of the distrust. between the political leaders and with the front over there. So now make we go for land for the pray for the country, we pray for picking them. You understand? We pray for letting, because the issue is then they say when they see no more, they just feel say no more thing. They just wait for the bad to happen. You're not patriotic. So for me, I don't believe say no more. This salon now one salon gets. You were out there not to politics no more in the Pitamba. Me when Sidona also, I get about 300 hectares of land at Block and Body Street. So not all going to family. Not to politics. Not there is this thing now where everybody feels say, oh, politics, I'm going to be minister. No. You don't need to be minister before you make impact. And later on, all make several impacts into the lives of people. Not to be minister. So not to pass to be minister. You can come in your little way and not wait where politics come. Then the people make gala. You begin support this. Then now no one. Then photo bar. Then Ganka politician don't know what.
Okay, so Edmond, I need to take questions from we viewers on Facebook. Somebody they say, what you una don't do concerning the Indian people that we where they produce alcohol, them, you understand? Alcohol, small stash, where they sell 5,000 units, but it gets so much percentage and all that. They either they give them license for produce them till they are where they kill the youth them and you. What you una don't do about that?
Like I start for say, when I started at cities in 1995, by then me na young man. No, me na opa now. And I've been working at G Shakaras and some things. I always tell people, me na the labourer. Now begin to pay a back. Me need the thing by the way. Recently, we get a case against Shankaras. Those are marketed to I want to set to all scores. But honestly, on a fair note, the best the government can do about that, nothing. How other countries they do the tax, they are high tax. So let them take over me then pay that back, then waiting in the way they win use them. But that's a use of them. That's what they pay that. Then to them home, they don't turn them out. They don't come on at home now. For cook chef now for all the works they now for use them. They go into advance all that they get it. Then it goes stick, get all that wanted. So I think say the Ministry of Youth, they could do more. But the license will give license to produce one. Then they are not difficult to say, oh, you go stop the my license. If me they give, if Henrietta say they give me.
No, not to like stop. You can't stop them. What do they say? Like for push government for them increase, yes, the tax on them so that for
you can still increase. You see, one day all over. They all over. The first say salon alternative plan too. One day all over. But I think say you young man, now you could choose. Life is all about choice. You make. If me feel say, oh, me I need to drink home, I need to smoke shisha, or I need to drink, then the choice. If you feel say this particular home, this particular substance is bad, no drink am. Because in some don't prove say that they win. So I concern waiting this person is say very legitimate. But they produce one all over. Person say, okay, let's go them ban tobacco, or ban cigarettes, or them ban them. But as long as they produce them, so man might need to go for it. So that one is really difficult. So you ask for like you not just ask for anybody advocate. You go just say, okay, waiting the government like I say, waiting government they do, they put high tax ban. But even a start for that high tax guy, with someone with dying Omoleda, they get the new
Edmond, tell me on our office if somebody gets a complaint we want to locate who side they go reach out on a number on our address and on our social media.
Normally I don't give me number out, but they can reach out to me now for Trisha Castillo State. If I call it, we don't even pull the board. Because the kind of people in the couch we not get that kind of capacity, we not get that kind of funding. But if you get anything legitimate, if I even get herself, when I can use that, you can get up to me. But for Trisha Castillo, they are on Baton Street, Chaka Castillo Street. You can get there with conference room there, you can go there, then you can raise whatever complaint you get, as long as it's legitimate, we will look into them.
So on social media.
Okay, on social media, they're on Facebook, Native Consortium, they're on Facebook, and of course, and the line at 076617240. Then I'm in line. So if possible get complaint, you can WhatsApp me there or
Or after the court case, at least you can reach out to any one of the mobile companies or give you a hotline.
No, no, I don't need that's only me. That's only me.
Never give you a hotline for you.
Yes,
You, the
good,
audience. Yeah,
good,
yeah,
Henrietta.
yeah.
Well, maybe I can even recommend you also to NATCO, maybe
Yeah.
because the gas mechanism of it look like this how they deal with solar.
Yeah.
Maybe Sarah Leone's the Keuna can come in. We can recommend.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
normally I make it I can really appreciate people like late home content.
Yeah.
Because when I call them, I talk to her, they do what you want. You understand? Say, hey, this one go up.
Yeah.
So people like Keuna, because look like right now, we could sign that complete. Right up his station.
Yeah.
Imagine me what are they college. They don't teach me 10,000.
Yeah.
Like for pay KK. For 10,000, you know. So there should be a regress mechanism. We don't put that to NATCO. Who side the get sports them a hotline. When you know we come to Edmond, they don't go to Henrietta, then they go direct to NATCO because they pay me, they pay me for that. So they're going for solve that because look like this their agent the issue with it. If we not be done, if me not be done stepping, me on good office and good name. People don't want to strike. What's going to be you want to go orange you know the now we feel them most than even orange. The next second we feel that. So now make in fact me still they use this medium, do your orange. Then more their agents then do your law look into the issue, then they're waiting up. So the gas mechanism and get you said for see and then they give you service because we get
Salon lives matter, and then they do. We advocate for issues like that. But then, yeah, if you get paid now, we'll
no, they can pay one. I mean, no, listen. The last that match meeting,
Yeah.
what about 2017 will lead to this case. So now like now from that now the we predicate the case from that match meeting.
Yeah.
That's going to be give me the option for invite people. And I've been inviting a whole lot of people in my round with the. And I think so one meeting they back I invite you back when you know where let me say people like Keuna because at some of you are small, we need to go deep. But people like Keuna that they will use as ambassador for do a whole lot of things for una and then advocate. Not to say not come to do that bad. But people they see them say they protect consumers. Now they protect your destiny and we don't have now. So basically I think we need your platform also into this whole thing.
Okay. And name now Edmond and you obviously don't hear so much one of the vibrant Sierra Leoneans where they try so much to change the narratives of Sierra Leone, how people perceive Sierra Leone, how we can make Sierra Leone a better place. If you still there watch, this is how we come to the end of today's show. We've had an amazing time talking about the issues where they affect me and you, Sierra Leone. And yes, there's an organization where they fight for good governance and the well-being of Sierra Leoneans that are out there. All you need for doing that for check them out. If you want get your complaints or anything where you think say they need for help you out, check them out, then we'll do it. And of course today being a fabulous one time, Josephus, why I have attacked Josephus? Anyways, well thank Josephus, my manager, charismatic
producer.
the producer, manager, director, cameraman, everything put together. And of course we all the producer Favor for coming on set and effort. Today we're still here at the most fabulous place ever in Sierra Leone.
So Favor a producer.
I mean, the most fabulous place at Sierra Leone, Atlantic Lonely Hotel. Very best place, one of the best, if not the best hotel right now in Sierra Leone. Atlantic Lonely Hotel. Where you reach there, the services, of course, the atmosphere is so good. The service is good. Their rooms are very, very affordable and very, very standard and all that. If you don't look for get a 5-star kind of lifestyle, Atlantic Lonely Hotel is the place to be. And that is how we come to the end of the show. If you don't think, we continue, but think together we can make Sierra Leone a better place because Salon Lives Matter. Watch out for my tone with Etta. Follow me on the social media handles there. On YouTube, YouTube is Etta Salon Lives Matter. On Facebook is Etta Salon Lives Matter or Salon Lives Matter or Henrietta. Follow me now with different pages on social media. And don't forget, the more you share, the more we all help for build this country. Together we can make Sierra Leone a better place. Salon Lives Matter. Have a lovely, lovely weekend.